The rumour mill has been spinning at full tilt. In pubs, podcasts and press rooms, one name has dominated the conversation as Rangers enter the final and arguably most crucial phase of their managerial search: Steven Gerrard. The mere mention of his name stirs something in the hearts of Rangers fans. The architect of the club's invincible league-winning campaign in 2021, Gerrard remains a towering figure in modern Ibrox history. With the club once again at a crossroads, talk of his potential return has electrified the fan base and divided opinion across the footballing landscape. This week, former chairman Dave King poured fuel on the fire, publicly backing Gerrard as the obvious choice to lead Rangers into a new era. The speculation surged. Was a sensational reunion on the cards? Was unfinished business about to become a driving force behind a new project at Ibrox? Behind the scenes, discussions have been held, meetings taken, and decisions made. Now, the truth is beginning to emerge, and it's not quite what many expected. Let's break it all down, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Cyril Dessers says his ultimate career dream is to win a major tournament with Nigeria. It comes after the Rangers striker scored for his country in a 2-1 win over Ghana last night. Dessers broke the deadlock on 14 minutes, controlling the ball well before firing past the keeper. An own goal from Razak Simpson gave Nigeria a 2-goal advantage not long after. While Brandon Thomas Asante got one back for Ghana in the second half, it ultimately wasn't enough. Speaking to SoccerNet NG pre-match, Dessers outlined his international ambitions. "Obviously, when you get the call, you want to go," he said. "I've already had a few beautiful moments with the national team, but I hope to add more. I hope to play in big tournaments. It would be a dream. It would almost complete my career if I could go to a major tournament with Nigeria, with the Super Eagles, and hopefully win something there." Dessers bagged 29 goals in 55 Rangers appearances last season. He ended the campaign as the Scottish Premiership's top scorer. The 30-year-old will be looking to impress his side's new permanent manager this summer, whoever it may be. Now, in some breaking Steven Gerrard news, Steven Gerrard won't be making a sensational return to Ibrox as Rangers enter the final stages of their managerial search. RFC News understands that Gerrard has been ruled out of the process, while discussions continue with other candidates. Former chairman Dave King insisted this week that Gerrard was the obvious choice as the incoming regime looked to appoint a successor to Philippe Clermont. But it is understood that Gerrard will not be considered by the search team of Patrick Stewart, Kevin Thelwell, and Greta Steinsson. RFC News has been told that positive discussions were held between both parties after Gerrard was initially sounded out. But it became evident that the time wasn't right for a return to the club, where he won the Premiership title in 2021. Gerrard quit midway through the defence of that league crown to join Aston Villa. He has been out of work since leaving Al Ettifaq earlier this year and has been linked with a move to Anfield to become Arne Slot's assistant manager. "I think I know him well enough to fairly accurately state it would be unfinished business for him," King said. "Steven left at a time he didn't want to leave. That's a fact. And the team was still top of the league at the time that he left. He wanted to defend that title. I think he would have defended the title had he stayed. So from Steven's personal point of view, and where he is at the moment, I think he'd love nothing more than to come back to the club and take on the challenge of restoring the club. And it's not just about one title, because the project that we hope we're starting now is a project to make Rangers the dominant #1 team in Scotland. It's not about winning another league title, it's about really putting Rangers back at the top. This is a project. It's not a one-off. And I think Steven would be perfect for that. So I'd be very surprised if they haven't spoken to Steven, because he's, as I say, he's by far the least risky candidate to give new money to, by far the least risky candidate. In other news, Chris Boyd has reservations about Davide Ancelotti getting the permanent Rangers job. The Italian has been widely linked with the Ibrox hot seat over the past few weeks. His father, Carlo, has recently taken charge of the Brazilian national team. Davide, however, hasn't followed Ancelotti Sr. to South America because he is in talks with a European club. Boyd has concerns about his potential appointment. For me, the biggest reason Ancelotti is being considered is his surname and the fact Dad Carlo is one of the most successful managers ever, he said. That's all well and good. Ancelotti Jr. has worked at some of the world's elite clubs as part of his dad's staff, but I'm not sure that qualifies him for a job like Rangers. If we were just talking about someone not called Ancelotti, I don't think there would be this clamour for him. I respect the fact he's coached at a high level, but it would be a massive gamble to name him the next manager of Rangers because he's untested. We're talking about someone who has zero understanding of Scottish football, so it would be asking a huge amount of him to adapt to the culture instantly. It's tough. I just think it would be a monumental risk. But I also appreciate there are examples of coaches who have left clubs to go their own way, like Enzo Maresca and Mikel Arteta. But then I suppose there was also Michael Beale. It remains to be seen who will take charge of Rangers this summer, with their first pre-season friendly penciled in for July 6th, when they will take on Club Brugge at Ibrox. In other news, with Ferguson's exit official and no successor yet appointed, the uncertainty is rippling into the transfer market. One club feeling the effects is Birmingham City, who are closely monitoring developments in Glasgow, as they eye a double swoop for Ben Davies and Kieran Dowell. The duo were instrumental in helping the Blues bounce back to the Championship at the first time of asking under Chris Davies. Both Davies and Dowell impressed during their loan spells at St Andrews, but their returns to Rangers have left Birmingham in limbo. According to the Daily Mail, the Midlands club are keen to bring both players back on permanent deals. However, any progress is on hold until Rangers confirm their next manager. The incoming boss is expected to meet with sporting director Kevin Thelwell to evaluate the current squad before sanctioning any departures, and Davies and Dowell are widely tipped to be among those deemed surplus to requirements. That would clear the path for Birmingham to negotiate, but time is of the essence. Although the club is showing patience, hoping for clarity from Ibrox, they're aware the hesitation could cost them. Should Rangers drag their heels, Birmingham may be forced to pivot towards alternative targets rather than risk missing out entirely. The stakes are high at St Andrews. Backed by ambitious owner Tom Wagner, the club is eager to make a statement on its championship return. Re-signing proven performers like Davies and Dowell, players with solid second-tier experience and familiarity with the club, fits that vision perfectly. Yet pragmatism will prevail. Birmingham can't afford to wait indefinitely, and the ball is very much in Rangers' court. For their part, the Glaswegians side will likely want to offload both players to free up wages and squad space for their own summer reinforcements. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.